Oh, baby, who's ready for some more death battle? This time we are going to be watching Popeye versus Saitama. Oh, my goodness. Why do I feel like this one? I mean, I suppose this is why they match up characters like these, right? You cannot really measure their strengths properly because if they mention, remember the law about cartoon logics. Cartoon logics can have very wacky physics. Character can be from immortal to moon breaking, galaxy breaking. Popeye probably jumped to the sun, ate the sun like a spinach bowl, and then came back to beat Pluto's ass. Probably something like that happened in Popeyes. Who knows? Did you watch Popeyes in the 80s? In the 60s? It's true! And then what can Saitama do? Saitama can beat Goku. Can Popeye beat Goku? Excuse me, I just like really saying the joke of anyone can beat Goku. The Goku stands, seat and cried, please. Hey, loving then sunny emotes. Heck yeah. Popeye's gonna be so damn cartoony. Yeah, Popeye can warp reality just like some cartoon characters like Deadpool or Pinkie Pie or anyone like that. Discord, because we watched that one previously. Popeye's been recently put into the public domain. Oh my goodness, that's true. Yo, what was the movie before we go into the death battle? What was that movie that got Popeye's movie was in the development, the movie, and then suddenly it got canned for another production. And people were like, damn, I wish we had that Popeye movie because it was pretty damn good looking. We didn't get it. We need a recent like modernized, really good animated Popeyes, animated, not live action, not like Lion Kings. But anyways, I'm derating as the fucking emoji movie. Excuse me for cursing, but I am so pissed off when I heard that Sony canceled the planned Popeye movie for the emoji movie. I hope that Popeye wins and destroys Saitama. That's my vote. My vote is for Popeye. Popeye the goat. Saitama who? El Pelon? Nah. I let's just watch that battle. Celebrate 10 years of Death Battle. Oh my goodness, I feel so old. I remember when we started watching Death Battle back in the day, they did not have cartoons for the characters. It was just the voices. I'm Wiz and this is Boomstick. And I thought they looked very different. When I saw the animation of them, I was like, whoa, they do not look anything how I envisioned them. I always thought that Boomstick would look like Master Chief, and it's just a redneck. How's the audio, everyone? Because when you see the voice of, like, when I read Rooster Teeth back in the day and then I heard Boomstick, I used to think of Red versus Blue. And then I thought that the man, if there was any personification of that voice as a character, I thought it would look like a Red versus Blue character, like a Master Chief looking.
Saitama, the One Punch
Saitama.
Man.
I need to watch season 2.
Sailor Man.
East versus West. Old versus new.
Healthy eating versus basic exercise.
These two
Yes.
warriors may seem
Thank you,
ridiculous,
Corone. Very base.
but their unassuming
Please don't
exteriors
graduate,
belie
Corone.
impossible strength.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Look at these nerds. Look at these goofballs. 10 years of Death Battle.
Life is pain. Brutal and short.
Dude, I almost
The
thought it was like
challenges we
Attack on
face
Titan.
during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They light a fire in our soul. They make it all worth something. Without
I love the
them,
opening. I love
we
the opening.
are lost.
Yeah, it's
I
a
want to
little
play
early
it.
in the day for an
Hero!
existential crisis, but luckily I came prepared.
For this failed salaryman, all it took to get that
Salaryman,
fiery passion
no.
back was to save this butt-chin child from a crab monster in underwear. That was a sentence.
This man was Saitama, and he was going to be a superhero.
And so
What's the routine?
he trained,
What's the what?
pushing his body beyond its limits. And
We need the routine for Saitama for our New Year's resolution. By the way, we are watching this on 2025, January 4th, and there is a lot of Planet Fitness ads. We need the Saitama routine.
shattering the boundaries of humanity.
So hard, his friggin' hair fell out.
Saitama's strength grew exponentially day by day, with the goal of becoming the greatest hero who ever lived.
And much to his horror, that's exactly what he got.
All it took was one punch.
Man, don't forget to make your predictions. Get your channel points, baby.
He became too strong. He became the one, the only, the infamous Kate Baldy.
But anyone who's cool knows him as One Punch Man, as in he can't help but
this is
beat
sick
almost
art.
every opponent
Sick
he's
art.
faced in exactly one punch. One friggin' punch. And this is a universe
Who
with
is this
some pretty
sassy lost
whacked out
child?
monsters, like a giant who's over a quarter of a kilometer
25.
tall and can stomp
He's like 3 times, like he's like a third of Popeye's age, probably. Please don't tell me that Popeye is younger than Saitama. Imagine that logic. He's 5'6", 5'9". I'm taller than Saitama. Hero name Kate Baldy, Class A, likes fighting, video games, and discount prices, baby. Couponing.
city-sized craters into the earth.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull
100
giant
push-ups, 100
meteors
sit-ups,
from outer
100 squats,
space.
and
Or
running
a
10
monster
kilometers a
king who
day.
shaved off a continent from
I
the
can do
Earth's
that.
surface
No problem.
And lifted it into the stratosphere. And Saitama's never even broken so much as a sweat fighting any of them.
During their battle, that same Monster King absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama.
Who blocked it by squirt gunning some lava at it. The lava he was bathing in, naked. And then he punched him. Surprise.
Saitama's created after images just by hopping side to
Butt
side.
naked
defeated
Saitama
a martial
punching
arts master
the
with
Earth core
his
monster.
butt, and survived the inhospitable vacuum of space after being kicked all the way to the moon and before jumping back to Earth in about 16 seconds. That's 8% the speed of light.
Kinda like the time he blocked attacks from this alien dude who stated to move near light speed or punch so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know, that thing that happens when you approach the speed of light?
Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating normal punch.
Normal
and if he wants to
punch.
amp it up, the consecutive normal punches.
Are you kidding me? Those are his attack names?
Serious
What
techniques,
kind of
serious punch.
self-respecting anime protagonist is he?
Plain and simple, he's a satire of one. Instead of seeing his journey from the beginning and enjoying his struggle to the top, we join him when he's already there.
Basically, imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the drama out of it, doesn't it?
And that's the point. Far from the power fantasy the genre is known for, Saitama's
Bruh,
life
that would've
became an
been funny, though.
existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined him became meaningless.
Popeye is
His
34.
new
I can't.
reality
I don't
was
believe you.
inescapably
I don't believe you. He
boring.
must be at least
Which is
60.
really saying something when he can decimate mountains without even hitting them, or shatter asteroids.
Oh,
that
hi,
rank at
Sarietia. Can I have a
9 on
shot
the
for Sarietia,
Torino
please?
scale. For those not in the Torino, that's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT. This guy's training must have been insane.
That would be 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run.
That's my
every
New Year
single
routine.
Day. And that's it.
That's it, baby.
You've got to be shitting me.
It doesn't make sense because it's not allowed to
Well,
make
just
sense.
ate a banana.
To be fair, though, to someone
before
who
the
isn't
stream.
already a trained soldier or athlete, keeping that workout
I am as strong
routine
as Sarietia.
every day for years
I mean,
is pretty much
Saitama.
impossible.
Well, 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically doable.
I was
especially if you
reading,
space them out.
instead of saying
Doing
Saitama, it says
100
Sarietia.
squats and then running half a marathon every single day would absolutely destroy your legs.
Put simply, effective workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level, then allowing them time to repair themselves more durable than before. This repair process
strong,
requires
yes.
hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates,
You can punch
and
me, Dad.
lots of
Please
sleep.
punch
But
me.
Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give them time to repair.
Same versus
which
Sarietia.
means
Dead
he was
battle!
basically just ripping himself
Me
to
too for
shreds
dead
over
battle.
and over and over. After a few days, he shouldn't even been able to move, but he just
I can easily
Yep.
collapse
There
Sarietia with my
might be an
cheeks.
explanation. Take
and
the brilliant scientist
they
Dr.
would vanish.
Genius, whose half-century of research into evolution Saitama
Same with
erased
Yomi.
in.
I can solve
one
almost
punch.
VTubers, by the way.
According to Genius's hypothesis, Saitama's training broke his
I can
limiter.
beat Goku.
basically every living thing on Earth has a limit
I'm
to
a
their
demon.
natural
I'm built
abilities.
different.
At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau. Wait a minute. Have I peaked? I gotta go to the gym.
Well, Saitama trained so hard, he literally defied the laws of nature and reality.
Damn.
He just breaks the logic
Holy.
of his world. He crushed the entire field of evolutionary biology in the palm
He
of his
can wiggle
hand.
his
And while he
ears.
has stated that his strength did eventually stop growing, it's pretty clear he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Yeah, no.
Such as when he fought the
Popeyes will
godlike
get the
alien
toon,
conqueror
the
Lord
toon buff,
Boros,
baby, the
and
toon
finally
buff.
broke out his
Popeyes can beat
serious
Goku.
punch. A blow
Saitama
where
can
he
beat Goku.
punches a little harder than
Popeye
normal.
can beat. Yo, you can munch on that spinach. You can beat Superman.
That's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 zettatons
Wiggling
of
ears is
TNT.
OP. I can do that too.
Trillion of the world's strongest nukes going off at once.
Despite his obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As if no one in their right minds could believe a psych ward Charlie Brown could save the world.
Psych
He
ward
doesn't
Charlie
seem to
Brown.
mind. Almost as if being removed from anything resembling conflict gave him a perspective on how tropey and contrived his
That's
world
rude
is.
as
Only
fudge.
Saitama's the only one in on the joke, because who cares about how far up their own ass a supervillain is when you can just chill at home with your buds and play video games?
Maybe
The
that
shot.
was the real lesson all along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time we spend living and enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything
Isn't
more
this the man from
pleasurable than
Bleach?
punching so hard my name
That one
becomes
captain
a
with the two
byword
giant
for
swords?
literally
No,
unbeatable.
not the nutsack
Dude is the
jiggle.
undisputed king of
Yo,
broken
that
anime
nutsack had more
characters.
jiggle than my
Because
boobas.
until Saitama finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights in one punch!
Not the nut
He
plug.
grew up with a chip on his shoulder and a pop in his eye, especially after discovering his higher calling, beating the snot out of people.
Don't worry, Popeye's fists are righteous, only spilling the snot of those who deserve it. Inspired by his adopted thing in the era
The
of
true
rubber
sailor for
hose
punching
animation,
nuts.
Popeye's body is essentially made of
We're getting political here.
rubber, able to
I'm just a
stretch,
VTuber.
twist, squish, and squash any way he likes.
Or rev up his arm for a punch that'll knock you around the planet.
Popeye's punches are fascinating since they can disincorporate.
Dude, Popeye just punched that Pokemon that is like a little fish that creates a lot of fish. What was the name of that Pokemon from X and Y? Was it X and Y? No, it was from Sun and Moon. It was from Sun and Moon. Make your prediction, baby. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Post, for the raid. We're reacting to some death battle. You're welcome aboard, Captain. How you doing, Post? The Wishy-Washy. There we go. It's from Sun and Moon. Such a forgettable Pokemon. But look at this.
Popeye's punches are fascinating
Look. Okay, yeah.
since they can disincorporate their targets into.
Hold on, look. Bam! Hit him with that uppercut, and one giant fish turns into a lot of little tiny fishes. That is reality breaking. Okay, I'm gonna be the judge of that battle here. Oh my God, Popeye has the ability to warp reality. This is what's gonna happen in this death battle, for real. That's just straight up that's the Pokemon.
Took for the high striker.
Say, what did I tell you? We're getting the cartoon buff, baby. Saitama stands no chance. No chance, no opportunity. Yeah, by the way, Post, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for the raid. Really honored. Please check out this lovely individual. I'm about to post a clip of them this week too, because we had a very funny collab. That was such a great time. Happy birthday, man. It was a while ago. Hey, yo. Happy birthday to you too, Natsu. He's Luffy's ancestor. You think Popeye is like, yo, Gear 5, Luffy, eat your heart out. Popeye is the real sailor that can warp reality with punches. Thank you for being here.
The puck must have been moving at 500 times the speed of light. In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung his fist just as
Yo, that
fast.
footage is so
Hell,
it's
he's even
shaking.
shadow box so fast he's
Shadow the Baki! Popeye says the Baki. The Baki ability to shadow box himself. Yo, if you have never watched Baki, do yourself a favor. Baki characters are built different. Popeye can swim. I was like, some guys, ayo, shots fired at One Piece characters. I did the rules and stuff, but I said, "Hey, yo, don't worry. I'll give you access to the channel later."
Occupied 2 places at once and hit himself.
So, was he just born this way? Is being ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because if so, you might want to get on that, buddy.
Ha ha, no. The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength is simply the virtue of nutrition.
I knew you'd find a way to make it lame.
Specifically, Popeye has spent his life consuming a miracle herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable god. Spinach.
Propaganda straight from the bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll
It
never
is
get me to
propaganda.
eat my grains, damn you.
It is actually propaganda. Yes, spinach is healthy, but it's not this healthy. It's like the drink milk can pain, and the carrots can do better for your eye. Apparently, it's like apparently it's allegedly not too factual that carrots can do better for your eye. Yeah, it's healthy. Yes, it can to a degree, but not like how they say, not how they were saying. Like it's the ultimate eye repairing vegetable. And milk, it's like the got milk contain what's a propaganda. Yeah, apparently yes. I don't know. We had some really wacky advertisement back in the days.
You, it's only animal flesh and grain alcohol for me.
Originating in Persia, Spinachia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and antioxidant-rich vegetable that can help prevent cancer and reduce blood pressure.
And
A can of spinach contains about 44 calories. When used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further, it makes him virtually impervious to harm.
it lets him fly, turn invisible, shapeshift his body into literally
There you
anything,
go.
and even survive the universe getting turned off. That's right, this big whatever the hell that thing is apparently God, and he turned off reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends. Cause why not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why? Because he eats his spinach.
I wonder what its
In the
nutritional
spinach.
content is like. Let's find out.
What? This page right here, this is what's gonna beat Saitama. I eat Miss Spinach. your face is fucked because I eat Miss Spinach.
With math.
Saitama.
A single can of spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk so tall it reached into outer space, all the way to a nearby solar system, and shattered this stylized yellow star. By measuring the volume of this spinach stalk and including the caloric density of regular spinach, we can calculate one single can of Popeye's spinach contains over 46 undecillion calories. That's over 700
Popeye is built
octillion times
different.
greater than the total calories the average person will consume over their entire life.
That's over 46 million Yoda tons of TNT. Enough to destroy, well, a star. Or enough to punch your
Fuck
annoying
you,
neighbor
that's
so hard that when they
The
land,
cartoon
they
Muppets
tilt
real
the
pose.
Earth.
By measuring the angle of the planet after tilting, we can determine its axis was adjusted by about 13 degrees in less than a second. That's a speed of about 1.8 million meters per second.
I wonder, is that enough to power a rocket ship so fast it travels backwards in time? Yeah, because that happened. I only know of one type of herb that'll take you through time. Whatever kind of spinach it is, it sure
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
normal.
Not true.
That's me when I take
doesn't
my
consume
meds.
some
I go backwards
special
in time.
Magical spinach. Any kind will do, even if it's handed to him by the audience in the real world watching his cartoon.
He can summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to gods, painting them into reality, or just waving his hand. The dude has literally been disintegrated into nothingness. Then his nothingness grabbed a spinach can out of nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing.
This is so
And then he came
wacky.
back with his. I don't know.
He can even punch so hard he tears the film strip he's
He
being
died.
animated on.
He
Or
basically
exit his
just
cartoon to
died.
beat the shit out of his own animator.
So Popeye has basically fought two different versions of
They
God
don't-
and whooped their asses. You know, he's a pretty chill broski considering he's
He got the
basically a
Becky buff.
spinach-eating Lovecraftian nightmare.
But he's always down for a scrap. So if you decide to antagonize him, be aware you're messing with one of
Hi,
cartoon's
Milky, how you
all-time
doing?
heavyweight champions.
I was talking
And
about you earlier.
For your own sake, eat your fucking vegetables. All right, the combatants are set.
Bro
For the
can
day
beat
of all
Goku. Anyone can beat
But
Goku
first, in
apparently in
case you're
that
starting
battle.
to feel those winter blues, check out BetterHelp.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy.
We
Oh,
talk about BetterHelp
boy.
a lot on this show, and this
I'm
month
gonna
we're
need better
discussing
help
some of the
after
stigmas around
laughing
mental
so
health.
hard in this
Shocking
death
amount of
battle.
people still think going to therapy means there's something wrong with you or that
Pow,
things
pow,
have reached
pow.
their breaking point. But that's not true.
My
Therapy
dudes,
is a
I
tool
think
to utilize
I think
before
your
things
voice
get
is a
worse
little
to help you
low
learn how to
on this
avoid
ad.
those lows.
So if you're struggling with anything at all, BetterHelp can help you.
I'm
BetterHelp
always
is
talking about
customized online
Yumioki.
therapy that offers
Both
video,
can beat
phone,
Goku,
and even
absolutely.
live chat sessions with your
Gear 5
therapist, so you
Popeye,
don't
let's
have to see
go.
anyone on camera if you don't want
You're
to.
not my
It's much
mother
more affordable
wizard.
than in-person therapy.
I'm gonna
and
use that
you can be
word.
matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
Give
Saitama
it a try
gonna
and
need
see
it
why
after
over
this.
2 million people have used
Saitama
BetterHelp
gonna
online
need better
therapy.
help.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Death Battle viewers get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com.
I can't with this.
That's
It's not-
BETTERHelp.com.
mental health is not a joke, by the way. It's very real. Please take care of yourselves. Yeah, I saw the allegations. Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Oh man,
What?
scrap's always so expensive. No thanks.
Warping reality,
No
Popeye.
one bad mouthing me, Spinach. Put 'em up, yes, big palooka.
Whatever.
Give me 1, 2, and a 100. Oh, yes, okay. Gotta get this thing.
Popeye sounds like he's having a stroke, and I know what that feels like.
You ain't got a scratch on yas.
I know, right? Overwhelming strength is so boring.
I can't read that.
Dying is not dying. Come on. It can't be this short.
Huh?
Of course! Of course! Technically, Saitama won already.
Okay.
It's over. It should have been over.
No.
Holy shit. Oh, we went back to pixel graphics for this. It's swimming in the clouds. Is it the cloud or the ocean?
What crazy gazookas?
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun. Who the hell are you?
Yep, I am what I am, and that's all what
Yo! Is that a One Piece reference?
What do you know? How am I gonna get back home?
Gear 4, Popeye. This is unbelievable. Of course, the 3D Popeye. Why not? Where is this in the lore? Oh shoot! He just blew up the freaking sun. That's finished.
Amazing. This is amazing.
That's so wacky.
How did you get so strong?
It's me, Spinach.
Come on, throw him out of the reality. He's dead. He's still dead. Saitama's dead. Popeye can't lose.
Can this be? My heart's beating so fast. My muscles ache. I can feel them again.
Popeye just standing in.
Stands, cause I can't stand no more.
Of course.
Never thought it would happen. A serious fight. I found it! Thank you, weird spinach mascot.
Of course, of course. Nothing beats the Spanish. Cartoon buff is so real. Never fails.
He took a big gamble, but now he is scrambled. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
KO! Well, I guess you could say that
Well
fight
done.
was over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter, Saitama's strength isn't limitless. He's said
Exactly.
so himself.
Breaking his limiter meant his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger, like a bodybuilder stuck
This was
with
peak.
5-pound dumbbells.
He
He
was.
also doesn't possess some magical
me
ability
listen
to
to
kill
this really
someone
quick.
in one punch regardless of effort. Powerful adversaries like Boros and Garo have survived his blows repeatedly, albeit briefly, and he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor Man.
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series, where he's too strong to have a challenge.
So, if we know Saitama's strength does have a limit, what is it?
We know he can deflect Boros' planet-destroying blast, but he was clearly super casual about it. He may have called it his serious punch, but that's the joke. He's only now getting kind of serious.
In order to get as generous a number as possible,
Never seen
let's
one in
assume
person before.
Saitama
Oh,
was
snap.
exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch. Since he's still technically a human, we can assume the ratio between the least amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just say he burned the equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was over 1,000 joules.
Where is this
For reference,
going?
The average person burns about
I'm
1
here
calorie
screaming
a
in my
minute
brain
doing
right now. I'm like, I
absolutely
want to
nothing.
talk. I want to
So this is
commentate.
assuming Saitama is literally as casual as
Where is this
physically
going?
possible.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200
How are they gonna
times
call-
greater than his
let's
weakest.
go with Popeye.
Using Boros'
Forget
energy blast as
Saitama.
a base, Saitama's theoretical strongest punch would be over 11 yotatons of TNT. That's absolutely insane.
It's science.
Enough to annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
Well,
Ha,
that's
ha, 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 ha.
impressive, but that's still far less than Popeye's Starburst
Hilarious,
power,
Boomstick.
which was millions of times greater. Sure, this is only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly. But the point is, whatever it may be,
I eat
it
me spinach.
can be measured.
Fuck
That's
you.
right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't
Eat
the whole
your
story.
spinach.
While
Chat.
Saitama can break his world fairly easily, it's still a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of physics.
Popeye in his world, on the other hand, can't really be measured at all. The dude's occupied 2
Man,
places at the same
that's the
time,
back.
ripped the film strip he's animated on, and knocked out the guy drawing him. Can't do math to figure that out. Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if
Popeye's
Saitama
just
was
built
strong enough
different.
to kill Popeye in 1 punch, Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated, only to recover good as new. Hell, God turned off all of reality and Popeye just ignored it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from just turning
Exactly.
Saitama into a bunch
I
of
ate me
eggs,
spinach,
which he
fuck
can
you.
do without spinach. So even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in 1 punch.
Saitama was
This is
easily one of the
unreal,
strongest
honestly.
combatants
The
we've ever
cartoon buff
seen,
needs to
but
be
pure
stopped.
strength was no match for
Actually,
Popeye's
though,
insane power, survivability,
Double.
and
Let's
plain
double
old
down the cartoon buff in all the
shenanigans.
If you
characters.
thought nothing could match the One Punch Man, now you know Popeye's spinach can.
The winner is Popeye.
Actually, you know what this
And
means?
that's a wrap for our anniversary season. Thank you
for-
so much for watching.
Forget the joke of anyone can beat Goku. Ultra Instinct Shaggy can lose to Popeye. That is a fact, by the way. Both in the comments. What do you think? Ultra Instinct Shaggy versus Popeyes. Popeyes is just the winner. It can warp reality. Spinach just have a great iron. Wow! You don't say. I think there was a little bit more than iron in that spinach, if you know what I'm saying.